We're going live, are we? We are. Excellent. Alrighty. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today we're doing a few things. We're getting back to a kit that I should have finished by now. I just got the shits on with it because various reasons. Well, actually, nah. It's not even various reasons. It's quite a... Excuse me a moment. Is that... That's right. It's quite a straightforward reason, that being that followed the assembly instructions on the latter stages and it didn't quite happen. And I went, oh, for fuck's sake, and got grumpy. Now, we'll fix that once that's, or we'll at least get started on that. Once that's done, we can, and there's only like this little bit with that, that'll be a few bit of glue here, bit of glue there, put it aside. Do a fair few things, bit of glue here, bit of glue there, put it aside. You get the drill, I'm sure. Then I want to prep up the B-17 and C-47 I'm working on for their upper wing and fuselage coats. And that's going to be in the same color. So this is going to be very convenient. And once that's done, we will get on to the, hopefully finishing the cockpit on the C-47 and maybe even onto the engines. There we go. That's what we're working on today. Now, as always, first up, caffeine. Ooh. Here's a win, I tell you. Now, light goes on. Get you a bit of viewing, Bozzy. After all, sexy though I am. Gosh. I'm sure that's not what you actually clicked on to see. Or maybe it is. Hello, sweetie. Now, I'm very silly at times, don't mind me. What's that doing? Oh, hey, Dale, how you doing? Now then. That's what I was going to do. First up, we are going. Now, we've got a little thing here for rear vision mirror. So we're going to put a rear vision mirror in. Hopefully it sits quite nicely on its own. We shall soon see about that, won't we? I need to give that a little file. Yeah. Now, I'm going to need to give this a little tidy up with some paint, obviously. So, if I glue it in, it'll be stable enough to do it. And potentially, actually, in some ways, easier to do it. Now, let's have a look here. Okay, tweezer time. Tweezers, Las Vegas. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. There's probably a whole stack of Elvis fans baying for my blood on that one. Give me a moment. Where am I normal? See, this is why I need a much more suitable desk than this one. And this is why I'm looking forward to investing in one such. Let's have a look. Okay, it's not going to just sit by the looks. No. Okay. This will require a bit of glue and holding it for a while, in simple terms. Mind you, once the glue's on, it will probably settle with remarkable speed. Now, give me a moment. Where have I put? Here I put Boom. Delay now. A moment. I just used my mute button then. I hope it worked. Otherwise, you'd have gotten the most unfortunate sound in areas. So, if so, I apologise. Hopefully, I did use the mute button correctly. It's always hard to tell. Because, of course, I'm not the one being muted. I'm just using the button itself. Hang on a moment. Oh, you see, I've got to move my cursor. Hang on a moment. Hang on. I've got to. What I need to do is I'm going to invest in the proper bench with a hutch. Probably an L-shaped desk. It depends on a few things. I've got to move house, so I'm figuring what I may as well do is there we go. Look at where I'm moving into, and then decide what I am best suited, or what is best suited to the situation. I had originally envisaged an L shape. But then it's dawned on me, well, I don't have to go that way. So the reason I had initially envisaged said shape was now we're going to holding it with this. Why don't I use? Excuse me a moment. Was because I didn't think we were going to be moved from here in any great hurry. But we are, which is inconvenient, but hey, what you going to do? But that does, on the other hand, mean it doesn't have to be a shape suited to this room. So, come on. You see, this is a bit of a faff. Bloody thing. Stand straight. You can stop squirming. There we go. Now I'm going to need to stay fairly still for a short period of time. Now we're going to do this. Because I don't particularly want to put blue tack on the roof. This is getting very irritating at this juncture. And marvelous. Now I'm starting to get grumpy with this. I've got to say, looking at that doesn't help. There's a way of, they should have made it snug. It isn't. It creates real problems on the whole getting it to sit. I find it odd that some parts of the kit were very snug. So why not here? I think it's just one of those, just going to have to be very, very patient. Over this way. And I think I've almost got it. There we go. Now, let's just keep an eye on that for a bit. Yeah, hang on, I'll read your next comment shortly, mate. I just got to get this stable. There we go. Alrighty, I reckon that's okay. Alright, so we'll let that sit just over here. I'm going to put it at that angle so that I can just see that it is. Yeah, that's going to sit. That's fine. Now, hang on a moment. Oh, that's all right then. Glad to know that. Jolly good. Now, if you want to come on, let me know. I know it's quite late where you are, though. Now, next. This is a bit tricky, I find, as a... Now, so we're going to get that nice and snug there, I would say. Now this is a bit rumpty as a setup in my eyes, because what you got to do is, you'll see it's a bit, I don't know, man. I'm not real keen on it, but that's how they want you to do it, and you'll see what I mean shortly, hopefully. And here, and here, 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 and here. Now, there we go. Oh no, I'm going to have to repaint the dash. Shit. Oh, it's got a bloody fingerprint. See, this is why I view that as a shithouse way. Never mind. Let's not get angry. There's so many. Alright. But that's how that goes together. Now I'll fix that dash up. It's not disastrous, but it's not good. I'm not happy. Have to let that glue dry properly anyway. So that means we're definitely not finishing it today. I'm going to have to redo that paintwork as well, but we'll pop that over there. Actually, I should show you what the deal is, at least so you can see where we're at. And the problem is that paintwork's gone to shit because of the glue and yada, yada, yada. But in essence, bam. There we go. Now, give me a moment. Zoom out. Pop that over to there. Right you are then. Now, next. Now that we got that done, I'm still very frustrated with that paint, but never mind, or that dashboard. Our next objective is to prep up the B-17. Now, I've isolated those parts that will have got all of them here. I don't have all of them here. I've got most of them here. There's 4 other parts I need. These are all parts, however, that need to be have the right green on them. I don't think these do, actually. I think this is these do. They don't. But all these other parts need green. Some of them need to have some unmasking done, as you can see. Here's a Boeing grey. Mask to keep that clear. I'm sure you get the drill. Now, let's unmask as relevant first. Where have I put the other ones? I know where that'd be. Won't take long to get them. I may as well get everything out of the way if I can. Just do the tail area here. Now, aha, here we go. Get that off of there. You'll need to keep that clean. Might want to redo that, actually. Just not much of it, but I am going to have to do up under here anyway. Keep all that clear. But on the outside, here we go. Right, now I've deliberately taken that line of Boeing grey a bit too high. The green's just going to go on top of it, and that'll cover it easily enough. So as you can see, Boeing grey is quite light. It's almost white. Actually, looking at it, I think these actually go on the B-17F. I think these are a B-17G feature. I can even confirm that. Because, yeah, here's our nose cone on the B-17F. Boom, because otherwise it would have a gun underneath there, would be my suggestion of this. And I see nowhere for that. This is all the gun stuff. No. No. And in fact, absolutely, that's a B-17G part. Don't know about that. Possibly the same. Now, what I'll do, I'll come back to that part anyway. Excuse me, itchy ear, and I sort of accidentally knocked my headset off. Now, other fuselage bit. Yeah, this bit. Now, give you a moment, just sorting something to the side there. Now, dealing. Now, what I'm going to do, once I've unwrapped everything, is to, there we go. Again, make sure all the windows are sealed and that there's nothing going to get on the interior. Then we'll draw our line on where the green goes on. And we'll be doing almost an identical process when I hang on a moment, I've just noticed a once I can't actually read my chat boards very well. Where I'm posited at the moment. That's something else I'll attend to when I get my new place set up. Now, there we go. Right. Yeah, give us a moment. Now. Bing. Bing. Ding. And bam. And ding. Now, if you give me a moment whilst I'm a bit back from the bench, what I'm going to see about getting. There they are. There's 4 other bits I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all bits that go. Actually, there's a bit here on the C47 that I also. I'm just going to pop with the other C47 stuff now. Give me a moment. I'll get John. Now then. There you go.
Hey, Rob. Hey, all right, bud.
Now. Where was that's right? Unmasking things I was. I need to keep these here. So I need to remove them. These are the engine vents for the B-17. And they go on there. You can have them open or closed. I'm going for open. It's just the way I roll. Now, unmask there. And there. And that's what I might do. Just trim these off because they're not needed anywhere. And that wasn't meant to happen. Never mind. So how you been, Dave? All right?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Been taking a bit of time out, sorting stuff out.
Right.
Not been as busy on here as I usually am, jumping in streams and stuff. So
yeah, that happens. Sometimes you just sort of like don't get onto it. You just don't feel the motivation as much, as it were.
Yeah, I've just got 102 things that I want to sort out, and to be fair, YouTube was taking over a little bit, so I've kind of tried to scale back.
Yeah.
on the amount of time I spend on YouTube and start actually getting some stuff done around the house, and getting my own motivation
Yep.
geared up and what have you.
Now, this is the stuff I'm going to, excuse me, want to put our main green colours on. Now,
Pop yourself up on big screen so people could see what you're doing, bud.
all it is that these are the various parts that I'm going to mask up. Oh, wait, I've got to put the windows on. But ultimately for our main green, which is... Shake, 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 shake. Yeah, once I shake it, I'm not going to put it on camera because I'm going to be airbrushing it.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, about that sort of a dark color, bit similar to that sort of a color.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now these aren't obviously aren't going to require any masking because there's only one side. These are what's the actual word? Ailerons, something like that. I never get it right, ever. No idea how to pronounce it. Now bits that will also require masking. What I can do is get those bits that aren't going to require masking and just slap them in like so. Because what I'll do is I've got to go outside to airbrush. So I like to sort of get everything into that's my airbrushing box ready to go sort of a thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing at this point of proceedings. Now, there's a wee bit of masking required on these. Obviously here, as you can gather, where I've got the interior green for the wheel bay. So we'll get these ones out of the way pretty quickly. Where's my chunky tape? Here's my chunky tape. Chunky tape. And I might just move my camera angle a little down to there. That's better. And the great part about chunky tape in my eyes is, see you later. Done in one go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost in one go. I can just go yoink and
fill in the gaps.
Pretty much. And there we have him. Anything else? Maybe just a little there. But yeah, it's just so big you can just go see. There you have it. And that's no bad thing in my eyes. Now what I might do...
is that Tamiya masking tape or another brand?
I think this is actually Meng.
Meng, yeah.
I purchased it from the hobby shop, and I can't recall. I've got to give this a bit of a file here. I should check the other one. Do I need to file? Of course I do. Look at this shit. Jesus, Rob. Why are you leaving that for there for, boy? Sure. But what I might get rid of that because that's just flopping around on nothing. Deary me, governor. Now, we'll come around. There we go. And onto the floor. Marvelous. Thank you. You're marvelous. Okay. Now, yeah, just a bit of a file on those little spots there would be advantageous, I think. That's better. It's not like I don't have a nice little handle with the thing there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I gotta say, what's that?
I say it's good for when you're spraying. Just to keep
yeah. That's exactly it. Boom.
All on to.
That's what you want. Yep, that's pretty sound. You know, I do. I like the lines on the B-17. I prefer as the Lancaster. I'm a big fan of the Lancaster. To me, that's my favourite bomber.
It's a good British icon, that one.
It could be that I have a bias because my family is from the UK, but at the same time, I would argue, and this is purely, of course, once you start getting to the point of arguing things on certain things, that they were a more effective bomber.
I think it was pivotal in the war, but
I mean, what bomber was used in the Dam Busters raid?
yeah, exactly. That's
Lancaster.
what I was referring to. Yeah.
Now, it was the Lank that was used on the tear pits, was it? But I know that certainly Lanks were used on one of the German ships, and yeah, they also carried big payloads, hefty payloads that the B-17 couldn't. The Americans reckon the B-17 had a whiz-bang bomb sight, but it was proved to be after the war to be no more accurate than anything else. So yeah, at the end of the day, I would argue, and again, there are people who disagree, that the Lank was a superior bomber. That's my opinion. I'm Ken Brockman, and that's my 2 cents worth. But yeah, I will also say, however, very nice looking aircraft, the B-17. Very pretty aircraft. I like its lines. Although I think the Lank gets the jersey for the looks like it's going to punch you to the face award. It's not necessarily the most sleekly lined aircraft you'll ever see, but by God, there's a nasty outcome for you.
You're having it, doof.
Alrighty, that's that wing ready to go. Just put that in the box. Actually, hang on a moment. Do I need to? Let me just check that I have. Yeah, I've gone back far enough on that one. I was just checking the depth here on what I've done with the tape, and I have gone back far enough. I'm probably being somewhat of a pedant in even worrying about it, but hey, that's just the way I roll. Now, and we'll go as we did with the last one. So, yoink. Come on now. There you want it. Off you go. There we go. Oh, really? Hey, we're good. Now then. Next, we'll go now with the. Let me just get that done. There is something I have just remembered I do need to do on the other wing. It's this little area here. That needs to be silver, I think. Let's say that's where there's a bit of light going on. So I'll mask that up. I don't have blue tack at the moment. That's inconvenient. Keep forgetting to get it when I'm at the shops. Hang on. Hang on. Maybe I can Oh, I reckon I can. That's more than I require. Repurpose some here. This stuff's naked. So, what I'll do, so we've got this bit, and into, that's a big bit, way more than I need. Put that over there in case I need that as well. Delete. Now once I've got this one done, the next we'll be doing pretty much exactly the same routine, but to the C47, so that I can get both of these out, probably I'd expect later today, at which point I'll give them that light green color. In the case of the C47, that's the only other color paint it needs. It's got its, I haven't got its Byron Grey, it just needs that color. Then we can start looking at a few other bits, and one of which is the propellers. I'll do the propellers with the B-17 propellers as well. Get all of that out of the way in one go. And I'll probably finish the C-47 before the Fortress, despite having started it after. Because of it's a transport plane, it's very simple. Okay, now we're not quite sealed there. Alright, but mostly. So, what we're gonna do is foist. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go straight through there with, now, wide enough, or maybe, we'll see. We shall see. There we go. Yep. Now, while I'm not worried about getting anything in there, I am going to make put a protective thing there, just for my own edification. Why? Because it's just what I do. There we go. Feeling very secure in keeping that interior green pretty. Now, what I need to do once I've got this bit here, oops, a daisy. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, it's okay. Got it together. I thought I'd accidentally peeled a whole stack of tape off because the front part didn't go where I wanted it originally. Doesn't matter. Now, on this side, I've got that all covered over. Yep, jolly good. Jolly good. Next, let's pick our line and we'll take it from there. Now, the line in question.
Oh dear.
Goes. Here we go. Right, so it's. Oh wow, that Boeing grey line is actually very low indeed. I can see pretty much exactly where it goes to. Yeah, right. I must commend Revell for the detail they give in the drawings here. You can make no mistake as to where the paint goes. That's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop back. So I'm absolutely shattered, mate. It's
Alrighty. Well, thanks for swinging past.
20 to 2 here in the UK, so
I know how it
I'll
rolls.
drop into chat while I settle down in bed, mate, and keep nattering.
Alrighty.
All right, buddy. I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, all right. See you, dude.
All right, take care, mate.
Now, as I was saying, now our line of Boeing Grey actually goes right the way down to here, roughly, just above there. If you come here a moment, good people. That's all crooked. There we go. We're going to zoom in. Move our light. Focus. Focus. You know you want to. Ah, there we go. Now, you'll see the door line there. And you'll see there's a line of panels there. Just above there is where we need to draw our line or mask off our Boeing Grey. And as it gets closer to the wing, then it goes up to there. Equally, then we come to here, we drop down to about just above that line and continue down. Now, when we get down to here, and it's actually just behind. So we continue that line all the way across to about there and swing it up to the tail. And from here, that goes, in fact, slightly down, and the rest goes on to another part that I need to locate. Give me a moment. But you get the idea. We can get onto this now. Now we shall. Now I wish I had more of this big tape. Trying to think when I'm next casually in the range of my hobby shop, whether I will need to make a specific journey. Inconvenient that. Now anyway, let's start off. What I might do in this instance, I might actually straighten up that edge, because that will be handy in some ways. Now, scissors, I have an abundance of them. Now, here we go, scissors. Oh, so much. I tell you, here's another thing I'm going to set up when I get my new place. A bin to the side of my bloody table. Tell you. I tell you. Now, we want to go. We'll take that much first. Actually, we can go further. The actual line is underneath to there. I want to cover that up anyway. I can probably even I'll do that first. Give me a moment. I'm just talking to myself a bit here, obviously. And what I mean by that is I'm not really explaining what I'm doing. What I want to do is and we're going to go there we go. Now, you see, there's just a very faint little rise that would occur. In fact, it doesn't really, does it? That is actually holding the line. Now, has that gone up too high? Just a little. I'll see what I've done, in fact. Oh, hope it doesn't stick on the... That's not quite straight, believe it or not. I think that's where I want it. Let me just have a quick gander. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Very happy with that. Now, next. Yeah, that's a much better height. It's a small detail, but you know. You know. Now, I might have enough here to... So we'll get the fuselage here. I've got enough definitely for the fuselage of the B-17, I should think. And I'm only really going to need this stuff, or this diameter, excuse me, for the fuselages. And that's going to need to come out. That's better. Much nicer. It can be tricky to get the... Yeah, there we go. Can check. Oh, in fact, of course, do. But that line is definitely... In fact, we need a lot more than that. Okay, so that needs to be all masked off to there. Pretty much. We're okay. Next, we need... What we'll do first... I'm a cunning plan, kids. So... If I go a little bit there... Now, give me a moment, I just want to see. If we go, really? So, logically, They're a bit less clear. Yeah, I would say there. If I go along that line there, there we go. That looks about the same line, is it? No, that's too high. Because how about now? There we go. If I can just keep that front part a little straighter. There we have him. Nice. That's how I want it. Now, as you can hopefully see, you'll have a nice straight line all the way across the base. Now, we don't need to do anything there. We've got a slight drop there that we need to do, and also a whole area here. So, now, get off of there. That's one thing I can do to stop the stuff from sticking. Because the other thing about this masking here is I'll be able to use this for when I do the other. The B17 gets another color, which the C47 doesn't. But I'll be able to use the same masking because it's more just streak here, streak there with the airbrush. So once I've masked it properly, it's all good. So I can do that just to get that out of the way. Now, this is where some thinner tape initially will be handy. Actually, no, first, well, we're not going for the big stuff, but we are going to go for this stuff. About that much, maybe. Way too much. I know that's way too much. That's okay. First, I've got to even this up anyway. So that's nice and straight. And I'll trim that. Alright. I'll do that one for there. Now what I need is a little scooch up there, and that's where thin tape can be very handy, or thinner tape. I've got a couple of options here. I think we'll go with this. And this particular area, there's a starting point. Yay, found that easy. Is or starts directly under here. Curves is the trick. Yeah, that'll sort of do it. It's a bit jagged. Yeah, that'll probably do it. If there's any bits, that's a pretty, I can tidy them up after. That's the reality. Now, well, oh, that's convenient, actually, that part. Because, is that enough to cover that entire? It is. Oops, and a bit too much, in fact. It's got, no. Come here. Well, that's convenient. And cooperate. I'll see if I'll start from the other end this time. See if I can get a slightly prettier curve. All right. Now, finally, I'm going to do a little bit there. Then I'm going to try doing it with this, I reckon. If I can find, I can. Ooh, convenience. Now, this will curve a lot more easily, I think you'll find. And yeah. Now, let me just. Now, in that case, it's a little higher. The curve comes down more to about there. Really, stop that. I ask you guys. I ask you. There's the love, eh? There we go. Curve that over. Jesus. There we go. Oh, who's ringing me? Oh, dude. I have to call him back. I don't know if you can hear my ringtone. It's James Bond. But it's a friend ringing me. I don't want to go decline call. That sounds grumpy. Oh dear. Okay, there we go. Yes, as far as it goes, my cover has just been comprehensively blown online. This is actually taking I did think this would take a while. I wasn't sure how I'd go about getting. Let's see. Here we go. I've got a bit of time on my hands still, quite a bit, in fact, before I need to get onto other things. It's just this is taking a long time. Now we can get a little. come here, you. After this one, we'll do the other one of these. And then we're at least on the downhill run as far as this caper goes. There are a couple of other bits I've just realised I need to track down. There we go. There we go. Right, masked up. One side of the fuselage. Now then. Now, let's cover up our windows. Trim that tape. We'll go. We want to go with this part, probably there. There we go. Now, dearie me. So much masking on one of these suckers. All right, mouthful of coffee time. Now, almost there on the inside. And then, now some of the remaining maskings are a wee bit trickier. And I'll show you why that is in due course. I've run out on this one. Okay. That's okay. I've got a shitload of it. I was at the shops one day and I was buying some and I saw, I think it was a 4 or even a 12 pack. And I was just going, why half do this shit? Now, give me a moment. Looking, not finding, getting the slide back. Unless I put it somewhere else. Thought I put them all in here. Ah, boom. There we go. There we go. Let us there we go. Take that one out. It's got to be said, it's a quality product. I mean, look at that ease of even just the reload process is just there. You can argue about the In fact, it leaves a jagged tip when you use the cutting thing, but really now. All right. Now I'm going to do a bit there. And so it's pretty safe on the inside, but just to finish a little bit off. All right. Now on this side, that was it. What if I just knocked off onto the floor this time? Oh, yeah. So yeah, a line would be just above there, and in exactly the same way. Hang on a moment, something I might want to do a slight correction on. It would appear that doesn't actually curve. So it comes from a curve, but the line on that is slightly different again. Why don't I just get, where's the slightly thicker one of these ones? That's what hit the ground. Give me a moment. Now, give me a moment. And we shall now, what's the time at the moment? Oh, yeah. So if I go down and across, all right. All right, where's our starter? Come on, right here somewhere. All right, come on now. Hoping tape plays hide and seek on the starting point. When I first picked this up earlier today, I saw it as clearly as. So why it's playing hide and seek now, I don't know. Come on now. I don't want it. Hello, is that? There we go, gotcha. Dear, oh dear. Now, that should do. So, if we go here. It sort of curves around on like There we go. That's how it's supposed to curve on. Now I'll need to put a little blitch of tape there, but that's fine. All right. These little things, you know. There we go. Nice one, Rob. Yeah, that looks a bit more like the drill. Now, next, what I might do, there's a plan. I'll do that one first after all. Now, let us go about, just give me a moment while I check something. That's convenient. All right. There we go. Does that look right? Yeah. That's good. Maybe a little too high. Just a shade. Yeah. There we go. Not quite getting the light. The previous, the other side, had a door which made it just that little bit easier to define the line. Itchy. Oi, oi, oi. Let me just. Oh, yeah. Okay, just a little. Actually, here's a question. All right. getting it. There we go. Maybe. Actually, yeah, I go with that. Hey, after all of that, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now, where did I identify as a 1, 2, 3? Oh, there's something I haven't finished on the other one I've just noticed. It's a really, it's not a huge detail, but a detail nonetheless. I can make them just touch. There we go. Now, almost front's a little crooked. There we go. That's better. Now, another thing we need to do, just on the front, actually I'll do it on this one first. It's not a biggie. Let me just check. Okay. Now, before we get onto the more complex bits on these, which are not that complex in truth, we're going to go with a decent length of tape here. Now, we go from about, actually we can go from just off the wing, in fact. And then the reason we're doing that is once we're there, fuck's sake, here, we then just Alrighty. Yeah, so it sort of comes down and slides out like that. I'll just fill into there. And then this part will be done from a masking perspective. Just need to do 3 there now. And then I'll get on to the other part. Then we've got some tricksy parts. In fact, then I've also got a locator part. Very quickly, it won't take long. I know where it is, I think. Or at worst, I know roughly where it should be. And if it isn't, I might worry about it later. So I'll get on with other stuff. There we go. Right, fully masked up. Now, on this one, we do much the same. In fact, exactly the same. First things first. And we will go from here. And all right, I might just tidy that up with a very thin piece. It's not too pretty at the moment. But a thin piece will fix. And then we'll do the front part. And then come here. Alrighty. Yeah, there we go. That'll do it. I'm just going to trim that there. What I might even do is use this part here to go from here. Oh, actually, what I can do, yeah, that'll even work for me to some point. Almost anyway. There we go. Now, we're starting to get there. Front part. And then just sealing up those little bits. And that's the fuselage masked. Now what's the time? It's almost 11. Now, looking, finding. Now, all right. Now, might just happier with that. Maybe a little longer. Much happier with actually. There we go. Right. Now we're getting to the easy stuff. At least on this part. Slap a bit. There. Yeah. Slap a bit. There. Slap a bit. Right. There. Oh, very nice. Yeah, we'll get a nice paint job out of this. Pretty sure. Now, and finally, we just need to do that little bit area there. Alrighty. All right. So I just lost my little world there for a moment. Just concentrating on what I was doing. All right. That's that one masked up. Next. Now. This is where we need to be a wee bit, have a bit of a look at how the engine cowlings go on. Here we go. Now with these ones, okay, right. So for the open vents, would appear that what I need to find out, there's one part of this that isn't open on these things, and one part that is. I need to find out which part isn't. And it looks like, oh, they're not giving us any fucking consistency. Not helpful, guys. Hang on. There's another way I can calculate this. I would say, because if I get maybe one of these just for a moment. Then that goes on like that. Yeah, right. Okay. I have found my spot, I believe, because there's a little clippy thing which identifies that as the top. Now, if I just make sure that I can see that on all of these, I'm home and hosed. Well, logically, well, surely not. Surely. All right. There are actually some differences here, apparently. So with a 160 goes on the outer. Is that what the case is? And the 159s 158. Okay. And 159. Right. Okay. That's okay. That's going to change a few things. I need to identify. Which is, okay, that's a 160. I can see that. Yeah. And our right, so that should be there. Yep, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Now that means there's the right top. Now on the 158 and 159. What's the... So these have 3 as opposed to the others 2. Now, I'm just reading I'm looking for that same. There it is. Good. Right, I'll zoom in so you can see what I've been fussing about. Where's the other one? Of course, it's on that little raised thing. And there we go. Now, what this is all about is that raised bit. That defines, or that goes in at the top. And in so doing, will, one would think, define the upper from the lower. Now, my next point is how much of this gets green, how much of it stays clear or stays Boeing grey. And then when that's done, well, these are all things we need to work out. Now let's have a look, because the bulk of it is in fact underneath. So, how much of that is the case? It's the next. Oh no. No. Don't get too excited. Oh, in fact, that's interesting. A little odd, in fact. Check this, guys. Yeah, how interesting. The Boeing grey doesn't go all the way to the edges. It goes to there and then drops straight down. Who would have thought? Interesting. All right. So, that being the case, what's TO? I've just noticed there's a bit there that I need to do on one of the other things that I've done. I do have this written down somewhere, but hang on. Bronze green. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's the same green as the dark splotches. Okay. Anyway, so what we do then, and in fact, looking very closely at this again, the bulk of them are green. So what I would be thinking, that's the top, probably, and in fact I could even count maybe. So top there, just there to around there, by the looks. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So, again, if that's the top, if that was the top, yeah. All right. Now I've gotten a bit of a better fix on it. Let me just check something for width here. Is this wide enough? I'm accurate, yes. All right. All right. Now, I reckon might be winding the stream up soon. It's very quiet on the chat boards. And I do have a few things I need to attend to as always. Now, there, yeah. Not quite straight. There we go. I'm actually pretty glad that I've even got most of this done. That's at least a good solid start on stuff. You know, as you can see, there's quite a lot to it. Which is unsurprising. 4-engine heavy. What do you want? It's a big aircraft. Now, Alrighty. Now, a couple of other little spots on that one. Then I can go on to the next one. All right. Next. Dear me, actually, you know what? I'm going to be doing these engine cowlings for a while. I'm going to wind the stream up. I need to do some editing of various things. Alrighty. Now, in the meantime, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. First time viewers out there, time for you to hit that magic button of follow, like, or subscribe. Now, tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow, particularly if I have chats, I will probably be on for quite a while. Excuse me. Oh, at least my so the revision mirror in here went in okay at least. And finally, despite needing to repaint the dash, or am I being a drama queen? Bit of a drama queen, but yeah, that's all in quite nicely now. Yeah. Being on tomorrow, and I will be, and I'd say around the same time. We'll probably get onto that. I'll finish the rest of the masking and get onto that today, and we'll get onto some other stuff tomorrow. Now, I will be on tomorrow, as I said. First time viewers, magic button, follow, like, subscribe. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. And Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. Follow, like, subscribe. Alrighty, tomorrow I will be back. I may even be on a bit earlier. You never know. Yeah. In the meantime, yes, I'll be back tomorrow, but we'll say the same time. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. Hopefully I'll catch you then.